So excited, everyone. Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Hey. Welcome to Live from NCCE. We're so excited that you guys are here with us today. Thank you so much. We are going to be talking all things about working smarter, not harder, with 4 efficiency tips. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Holly. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for tonight. It's going to be such a great time.
Yes, it's going to be so much fun. So thank you guys. And we're going to go ahead and get going. And for our first, I just want to give you guys a little background about me. Hello, I am Holly Holland. I am super excited as we kick off NCC Live. It's going to be occurring every week on Thursdays. And depending on your zip code, or no, not your zip code, but depending on your area, it's 4 p.m. on the West Coast, it's 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. And I know that we also have from Twitter, I saw we have some friends all the way on the other side. And so we are globally announcing, and we're super excited you guys are here. And we hope that not only today, but you come back next week and the week after as well. So I am Holly Holland. I live in Tampa, Florida. I work as a digital integration specialist for Hillsborough County Public Schools. It is the 7th largest district in the country. So super love going in and helping teachers from K through 12 and learning all things about how to integrate technology into their classrooms and making it engaging and fun for the students. So I'm also an NCCE professional learning specialist. And I've been with this nonprofit organization for a few years now. And if you don't know, be sure to check out those hashtags over there. Oh, wait, over there throughout our time today. Be tweeting, I see us posting in the chats. That's awesome. So many familiar faces, and I love seeing some new ones as well. So I am joined here today with my colleague, Wendy Hurrio, and I see there she's coming on.
Hey, everyone. I'm so excited to get to work with Holly each and every day, not just as an NCCE professional learning specialist, but in Hillsborough County as well as a digital integration specialist. So she's just got so many great tips and tricks to share with you guys this evening that are just going to help you guys in your classrooms each and every day. So excited to be here to support you, Holly.
Yeah, and Wendy, thank you so much for being in the chats, whether you're watching us from live with Facebook or on YouTube. Wendy's here to answer your questions, and I know we got Mike here and Tammy and Jeff. Woo, woo. So feel free to either, if you hear something, post it in the chat, or feel free to tweet. Make sure you use those hashtags NCCE Live or NCC Chat. And we are super excited and can't wait to hear how you guys feel to be working smarter, not harder. All right, Wendy, thank you so much. I'll see you later. All right, so first I have to say is thank you guys so much for coming. For the next, 10, 15, 20 minutes, we're just going to talk a little bit about how we can use efficiency as we are educators. And thank you, educators, for all that you guys do. My gosh, you are lesson planning, you're communicating with families and students and your colleagues, and you're preparing all these things and making sure that the communication's going well. So I just thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for spending some time this evening or morning or afternoon with us here. And so when I talked to a few people, well, not a few, just a lot of people about efficiency, what's a tip you would give a new teacher or a veteran teacher? And so we were just kind of thinking about, some things with efficiency is kind of goes with time. A teacher's time is so valuable. And, we are to the last minute, okay, what time is it? It's 7:28. Okay, I got 2 more minutes. And so we know that every minute can count and really be beneficial as we are organizing our lessons and delivering our content. And so time and organization really do kind of flow together, because if you're organized, and we're going to talk about a few things you can do to be organized, but if you're organized, you're able to help you, possibly save a little bit more time finding those materials or finding those documents that you were trying to get to. And really, it all comes back to ease. my husband loves to say, I like things that are easy. And I'm like, that everybody does. And so, we're just going to talk through just 4 efficiency tips here now about that's going to, hopefully make you think about, yeah, you know what, that would help me save some time. Or the organization of, okay, yes, that will definitely make sure I need to make sure that I'm kind of organizing in that way. Or most importantly, just making it having like a little easy way for us to, get our students excited for learning and being prepared for our students, because that's why we're here. We all love our students and want the best for all students. So, all right. So the first tip is cloud storage. So I know cloud storage, you might be like, Holly, I use cloud storage, but we're just going to kind of talk about just a few things with cloud storage, because sometimes we just need reminders, or maybe you don't use cloud storage and this might be a little aha for you. But cloud storage is very efficient and helps you. Honestly, today I was getting ready for this and my computer was giving me some trouble. And I wasn't as worried about it because I had it saved in the cloud. So then I knew I could just try to get on a different computer, or I can go somewhere else and pull it up. So cloud storage is definitely something that can not only save space on your computers, but also help you if you can't find it. So I know you're probably thinking, well, you could have put it on a thumb drive, right? I mean, but really, if we're thinking of cloud storage and being efficient, we want to go from being this, being that, right? Oh, this way, that. We've all seen these around, and don't get me wrong, thumb drives are great. I have a thumb drive. However, I've also seen a teacher that has this, and they had it labeled and all that and said, this is what I take around with me everywhere. And so we had a little conversation about, yeah, sure, you can have your thumb drive or maybe just have a few, but what happens when, where is your flash drive? Do you have it? Did you possibly send that document to yourself? Because how many of us, I mean, I wish I could see you right now. Raise your hand if you were like, I emailed myself that one, but was it the original, or is it my one that I've changed? Because with cloud storage, not only are you saving space and you don't have to carry around all of these and make sure that you have them, it's going to be there. It's going to be there where you're going to be like, I don't need it. I already got it. So with cloud storage, we have an option or an opportunity to have your files all in there. And whether you are Office 365 or you're Google, or maybe you like the Apple Cloud, wherever, if you're saving it there, you are able to organize it by, maybe like the specific application you're using. Maybe you're using Book Creator or OneNote or PowerPoint, and it organizes it nicely for you in that way. Now, also speaking of organization, when you're in your cloud storage, is you can also create some folders. I'll tell you, I was the girl who did not have any folders, and I was just scrolling in my cloud storage, trying to find a specific document or search by a date, because I couldn't quite remember what I named that title. So just a little efficiency tip, create those folders inside your cloud storage. Then you will be able to be like, you know what? Oh, that's right. That was in my book creator information or my NCCE live folder. So just making sure that we are able to easily get to our folders, whether it's on a computer. So I could get to my OneDrive on a computer, because really cloud storage saves anywhere. It also can save to any device. So whether you're on your home computer, or you go to use a computer at the public library or your friend's house wearing your mask, or you can use it and have that always at your fingertips. I was actually just on my phone looking at this PowerPoint, and so I had it opened in 2 places. So, definitely thinking it's time saving, because you don't have to worry about running back to home and get your, because you forgot your document or send your document. It also helps with your organization, and it is available anywhere, which makes it super easy. Now, one thing that I could shout from the rooftops also is with cloud storage, you can share easier. You can collaborate with each other. So I know later this month, we got Jeff and we got Tammy. And if you want to learn more about how to be efficient and ease and organized with your Office 365, make sure you check out those, because they'll go in and talk to you about how you can make it easier that way. But so cloud storage, I think you guys would agree that that is a very efficient tip. Now, our next one is tech tools. Oh my gosh. Now, we do live in a world where tech tools, there's so many. And there's so many that are amazing. There's, but with that, there's so many, and they're all amazing. So to make it a little bit more efficient for you as well as for your students, I know when I first started my tech journey, I started with just a few. Just started with a few tech tools, and we got to master that one or that two, and then we were able to go into others. So I'm going to share some with you today, but maybe you already have a tech tool or one or two, and introduce it to yourself as well as your students nice and slowly, so then they feel confident and you feel confident in that tech. So with the tech tools, now we also want to make sure that we want to make it easier for us, right? So they already, it's pretty easy to find pre-made lessons that have already been created for us that are standard based. And a lot of them now are standard based for your specific state or possibly your country. And so we're going to be talking about some standard specific learning tasks. So how do you find that? So this is where it's going to be efficient. Instead of me staring at my PowerPoint screen thinking, my gosh, I have to create all this, or thinking of a lesson that I need to create. Well, one of our favorite tech tools is Nearpod. It's free. They've upgraded it to where not only do you have where you can do live lessons with your students, but you can also now do it with the student-paced lessons, which is amazing. So you can participate with your, you can share it with your students, whether it's in a live lesson or you can send it for homework, or maybe before for the little flipped classroom. So Nearpod is great. And what's awesome is inside their Nearpod library, you can click and you can search specifically by your state standards, and then click into the subjects and get into the grades. So Nearpod is definitely one. If you're thinking about working faster and more efficient, Nearpod is one that you'll definitely want to check out. Now, if there's any Flipgridders out there, let me hear you in the chat. Whoop, whoop. Flipgrid is also another amazing tech tool that you can use that has pre-made lessons already created for you. And these lessons are also created by amazing, also have amazing lessons that have been created by specific Flipgrid ambassadors, and also teachers have submitted their amazing lessons. So, just trying to think, working smarter, not harder. Head into Flipgrid, sign up either with your Google account or your Microsoft account. And with that, you'll be able to search the discovery library, type in a keyword, and let your that ease come across as you share your topic and get your students to share their voice. All right, so be sure to check out Flipgrid. I do have another one for you. Hey, Minecraft. Did you know that now Minecraft, not only can you search by keywords, you can search by standards. So you better believe it. I was thinking science for my science Minecraft training last week. I was thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to create? Hey, why am I going to have to sit here and think? And, I'm going to think about getting into Minecraft and finding a specific standard that I know my teachers and my students are going to be working on. And I'll tell you what, we found an awesome one. So be sure to check out these pre-made lessons that are already provided for us in these tech tools, which are amazing. All right. So let's go ahead and skip into the next one, crowdsource. I was going to call this one professional learning network, or some people like to call it like the professional learning family. But, as you're using your cloud storage and you're using those tech tools, I'll tell you what, there is nothing better than crowdsourcing and getting that professional learning network. And again, having them help work with you so you're working smarter, not harder. We here are just a few of my favorite professional learning networks. I know it's a lot on the screen, but I wanted you guys to take a look. Twitter, you might have got here because of Twitter. And thank you for that. Finding people, starting to follow them, see what they're doing inside their classrooms. Also, Instagram. Instagram has been a great tool for many educators as they're sharing these specific lessons that they're working on with students, and you get to empower them. Then they're sharing their resources with you. Now, I will say, if you know me, I do love TikTok, but one of the reasons why I really love TikTok is because there's TikTok teachers. And my gosh, from Twitter to Instagram to TikTok to LinkedIn, Facebook, and the NCCE page, I have all this free content or specific lessons provided for me to take a look to see what will fit into my standards, what we're working on my learning targets. And so just please use your professional learning network. And if you don't have one, go ahead and grab one. I'm on all of these, so you can follow me, find me. I was just going to go through a quick little list of some really cool things that I found from Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and the NCCE website. So one thing is Slide Mania. I don't know if you guys know about it. I just found out about it. And the slide I'm doing right now is from Slide Mania. I got to scroll through templates. I didn't have to worry about creating anything like to make it look jazzy. Now, PowerPoint is amazing too, but Slide Mania made it super easy and I didn't have to worry about my templates or anything. So that's one thing I learned from my professional learning network. I also found out about touch note postcards, how you can create an image and it will turn it into a postcard and you can send it to students. Another one, Mood Meter. Oh my gosh, this teacher created these Mood Meter gifts, and that's how she engages her students at the beginning of a lesson. How's everyone feeling? And she had different themes like Harry Potter. There was one like a Shark Tank one, a Disney one. I mean, just amazing resources just by following and kind of peeking in and seeing what other people are doing on social media and other areas. Fun font tutorial, confetti cannons, theme parks rubrics, virtual icebreakers, and then Flippity Name. If you've seen any of the digital spinners, Flippity Name is a great place for you to go ahead and get, you can get the spinner and it will break your students up into groups and you can mix them. So these are just a few that I have found that have been amazing. And I do have a resource for you later, which has some of these in there. Wait, where am I pointing? Has some of these in there. So be sure to stay in so you can get the bit.ly link. The last one I'm going to talk about is kind of a little different than just, you know, cloud storage and staying organized and finding your professional learning network or your family. It's Flip Classroom. Flip Classroom is very dear to me. I flipped my classroom for 4 years and just had the best time with it. Flip Classroom is a term that gets thrown out a lot. I was talking to Wendy today and we were like, yeah, Flip Classroom somewhere got into, okay, read these pages before you come in. Nah, yeah, I mean, still beneficial, but kind of not like the Flip Classroom that it probably could be. So as I've been doing some research and checking out some stuff, Flip Classroom is, you know, really where you're sharing your content before. When I used it, and I used it with 2nd graders and 4th graders, when I used it, I really thought about those tough concepts, which in the long run, me taking a little extra time sharing a PowerPoint or the Google Slides or videos or Wakelets with students, they got to see it. They got exposed to it. So when I finally got to it the next week, you know, those that got it were good and I could give them that enrichment or that on level. Those that might not have been able to work on it, you know, that was my other group. And then, you know, some that, you know, through assessment, informative assessment through the lesson, I could have that instruction in that small group. So while sometimes people say Flip Classroom takes time and it's too time consuming, I feel like done correctly, it's going to save you time in the long run. Wakelet is another great one to use. Now, just so you guys could see a little example, we did Flip It Friday where I got my whole team with me and we would do these funny little videos. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be like this, but we've used brain pop videos. We've sent quizzes with a little video of us showing and teaching the concept and then giving the kids a little task, nothing too much, but just getting them ready and thinking. So Ed Puzzles would be a great one for this, as well as Kahoot and Padlet. We loved Padlet, where the students can also see what everyone else was posting or maybe their thoughts and stuff. And if you have an LMS, I know we're using Canvas or some use Schoology. That's another great place for you to be able to put just that content that your students might be struggling with. Why are we going to wait and have us be the ones that explain it? Get it out there, see what they see what they learn, and then they can come to you with their questions and their thoughts. So I hope just going through these 4 efficient tips, nothing too crazy, but I hope they help you kind of think about working smarter, not harder. With that cloud storage, you can get that stuff off your device and be able to use your documents or presentations anywhere. And then also tech tools. Start with a few and then add a few more in there. But tech tools, there's so many out there that already are prepared for you. So find the one you like and get it to your kids. I guarantee they're going to love it. And then we have crowdsourcing. Find your professional learning network. I hope everyone starts posting in the chat, their Twitter handles, if you have Instagram, if you have a professional Facebook, whatever you like, start following each other, because working together, that's how we make it smarter, not harder. And then just think about the Flip the Classroom. I think you might realize that it's definitely will save you time and make your kids feel a little bit more successful when they come in already knowing what they're going to be learning. All right, so I told you I was going to have some resources. So here's the resources. It is, if you have a phone, then feel free to go ahead and turn on your camera and get that QR code for your Wakelet resources. Or there's also a bit.ly. So bit.ly, so it's bit.ly. Is that a backslash? NCCE Live Working Smarter. And I do think it is case sensitive. So just go ahead and make sure you work on that. So I'll give you guys just another second. I'm sure Wendy or someone's getting it in the chat possibly. I'll bring it back up, I promise. But before we do, and I just want to say, today we talked about 4 efficiency tips. I hope you feel like, yeah, I'm on the right track, or wow, I learned something. But boy, oh boy, next week on Thursday, we have the amazing Tammy Dunbar. So please come on back and enjoy and learn and be with us as she talks the gift of time efficiency to make teaching easier. So next week, same time, same place, but we'll be with Tammy. And then the week after that, we got Jeff. Jeff's going to be talking about using Microsoft 365 to save time each day and have more time with your family. I love that. So thank you guys so much for being here with us. We're going to open it up to some questions and see, but I really appreciate everyone being here. And if you have an efficiency tip of your own, or you want to be able to, you got some advice or some questions, feel free to go ahead and post it in the chat. And if you're tweeting anywhere in that professional learning network, be sure to #tag us in it. All right. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and check out the comments. All right. Oh, thank you. Yep. We got the in there. What's the best use for Wakelet you've seen? Ooh, oh my gosh. So Wakelet is such a great tool where I've seen it used to give students like units of information. Like, if you're studying, what was it? We were studying science, and I worked with a teacher, and we were working on weathering and erosion. So we added some pictures, some links in there, and some videos. So the students were able to easily access it at home as well in their OneNote. And so I know that we also love sharing resources with within the Wakelet too. Really, I feel like they say it about Flipgrid and Wakelet. If you can think it, you can Wakelet it. Thank you guys so much. Wendy, if you want to come off mute if you want, or maybe you're good.
Hey there. I was backstage just taking some notes. You were sharing so many amazing things. We were getting so many awesome comments there in the chat. You were getting so much love, Holly. Tammy said she is flipping for Flipgrid. And I'm kind of wondering, maybe she might be sharing that next week. I don't know. Could be. But yeah, let's see if you guys have any questions. Please put them there in the chat, and we would be sure to answer them. And we've got Muhammad has joined us. We're so excited to have him here.
Creating spaces for our students is incredible productive. Yes, I agree. That is such a creating them to have a space where they can share their thinking and share their learning, how they're feeling. That I totally agree, Muhammad.
And then honestly, just giving students that opportunity to create and, have choice in how they share their, all those amazing things that they're learning. And there's so many tools that you covered tonight, Holly, that are just going to be a great way for them to do that. So, great for teachers and students. So,
all right. Well, cool. Thank you so much. All right. It looks like we are good. I'm going to go ahead and flash that. I'm super excited for the next few weeks. And thank you, Wendy, so much for helping out today. And be sure to check out that Wakelet to get some of those resources. And we really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
How do you use TikTok with students? I've actually used TikTok with my students. It really is an attention grabber for them. My TikTok is it's my professional one, so I don't, just like we all know, we don't mix, but they like the little clips. We do like little clips of things. So we were working with homophones, so they did like a little homophone, like with their word cards. So it's just it's a quick, easy way to be able to do like a video. Just like Apple has clips. That's another good one. But yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. And you know what? Maybe we'll just have to have a little TikTok group.
Ooh, maybe session in the future or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're super excited. And thank you guys so much for joining. And I think we're good. We'll see you guys later. Hashtag I am NCCE.
Woo-hoo. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we hope that Holly's wonderful efficiency tips are going to be a great help to you guys. So we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you next week, guys.